you find yourself constantly worrying you're going to set the wrong price for your product and turn off potential customers? Are you afraid to even try to set a price for your product because you're afraid the only way to make the sale is to set a crazy low price that barely feels worth your time? Have you put your business idea on hold for fear someone might call you out for being too expensive or too big for your britches? If you answered yes to any of the above questions, I have a very official and very non-medical diagnosis for you. You, my friend, are suffering from imposter syndrome. And if you've never heard that term before, it's this idea that our expertise, our abilities, our experiences, our skills, our creativity, that somehow they aren't enough. And then if we put ourselves out there, someone's gonna tell us we're a fraud, or we're not as good as we think we are, or our product isn't as good as we think it is. Ultimately, it's this overwhelming fear that we're going to be found out as a fraud. And it's usually talked about with course creators or service providers, someone who's sharing, selling, serving with knowledge. But I often find that it's just as common, if not more intense, in product creators. Because think about it, your product or your idea is likely a manifestation in part of you. It's your ideas, your creative process. Maybe it was born out of a problem you had and the creative way that you solved it. Maybe it's something you made with family. Maybe it's a long-held tradition that you're hoping to share with the world through your craft. All of those things often feel like this piece of us. And fear of sharing that, fear of having someone give us negative feedback can make it really hard to put our idea out into the world, to calculate a price that truly showcases the value of what we're providing. And we end up often pricing our products so darn low that we barely make any money, or we just decide not to launch at all because we just cannot get over that overwhelming fear that somehow we aren't good enough or our product isn't good enough. When we get into this place where we're trapped by that fear, we ultimately end up sabotaging ourselves. We're constantly filtering through what I like to call a fear funnel, and we make all of our decisions through this lens of fear, this fear of failing. And it can make it so hard to then move your business forward and actually bring your ideas to life. So let me ask you a question. Instead of asking yourself, what if I fail? What if you asked yourself instead, what if it works? What if somewhere out there, a customer has a problem and you, my friend, have the solution? What if they're already jumping on Google, looking for the perfect piece of jewelry to wear on the first date night they've had in probably 6 months? Sitting on your idea, sitting on that beautiful jewelry line you're envisioning, it doesn't help you, and it most certainly does not help them. Can you let go of your fear and show up and serve? Can you hold your customer's hand, virtually or from 6 feet away, since it is 2020, and tell them you understand? You've been where they are, and you have the solution, one you worked so darn hard to make. You have the piece of jewelry that's gonna make their eyes sparkle, complete their outfit, and make them feel like they're finally doing something fun and exciting. If we can look at it that way, if we can think through the lens of what if it works? What if there's someone out there looking for what we're doing right now? Then it's no longer about us, it's about them, the people we wanna serve and the very real problems they're facing. And let me tell you, when your first customer reaches out to say thank you, and to share how much your product meant to them, how beautiful they felt on their date night, how much their sister's face lit up when they opened the box with the necklace they got, how beautiful their nursery is, and how much they enjoy walking into that room every time they go to pick up their baby. You might just find that no amount of negative Nancy's is enough to bring you down from that high. Today's video was a little different, but I hope it was the kick in the pants you need to let go of fear and focus on this idea, what if it works? If you liked today's video, make sure you hit the thumbs up to like it, share it with a business bestie who needs a little motivation to get their own business idea off the ground, and hit that subscribe button to make sure you're first on the list every time new videos come out every Tuesday.